I will die on that hill.
I absolutely love Miley Cyrus.
You have failed this.
Love this show.
The sickest snipe ever. Is this? What are we doing?
No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Call Guys podcast. I'm Gunner, also known as Chico Noise, three-time podcast host, newest member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and alongside me, as always, my good friend Juan Keel43, or as most people would call him, Colton Keel, and our guest for this short little episode 61. I don't even know what episode
I
it
believe
is.
it's 61.
I thought you
It's,
said 53.
50, 61.
Oh, Lord.
We have Montana back. She was our guest on the Die Hard question episode when we talked about whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not, and then had a bunch of other movies that Colton brought up for whether they're Christmas movies or not. And Montana had a movie that she really tried to sell us on.
I did.
Yeah. What movie?
Montana,
was it?
do you want to go ahead and remind the audience, if they didn't listen to
Yeah.
the Christmas
Yeah.
episode, what movie that was?
So my theory was that Paul Blart Mall Cop was a Christmas movie because it takes place during Christmas and all of the robbers are themed around Christmas. And it still truly makes sense to me that it's a Christmas movie. But you don't agree, and that's fine.
And what were you telling us before we started recording?
I was saying that Kevin James is coming to the Hard Rock Casino very, very soon. And that I wanted to go just to hold up a sign that says, I love Paul Blart Mall Cop. But Colton so obviously told me that it should say, Paul Blart Mall Cop is a Christmas movie.
That should be the sign.
That'll get you a picture or
I
a
guarantee
point,
it.
a chuckle. It'll get something positive out of
He
it.
would add it into his comedy routine. I bet you.
My. I almost
You
want
have
to
to be
see
really
it now.
close. You have to be really close, I think, for him to actually see it.
How many people you think are coming to see Kevin James comedy routine?
That place will be packed.
Where's
I
it
mean,
at?
Kevin Hart is coming like a week later, so you got the two Kevins. Which one do you think is going to be sold out?
Oh, Kevin
You
Hart will
know,
be sold out.
yeah.
Kevin James will be like
Half
70%.
half mass.
I can just imagine. Oh, I bought the wrong Kevin tickets.
Wait a second.
Oh, I would love for that to be a bit of his. That would be hysterical.
So
Why
who
are there
all,
so many people here?
who was always here for Kevin Hart? Everybody claps.
Oh.
Too bad.
You get Kevin James.
Yeah, he comes in on a Segway.
Oh,
So how's it going? How are your guys' weeks going, Montana? I mean, we are recording this the day before Mother's Day.
Mhm.
So we will be spending the day tomorrow at the campground.
Yeah, I'm real excited for that.
Oh yeah.
I only have 3.5 weeks of school left, which I'm so pumped about. First year teaching is hard, but somehow I made it through without taking all of my sick days. I see
That's
that
good.
as a power move. So
Do you think that's a generational thing for teachers? Like the younger teachers take all of their sick days?
no.
no, I have so many teachers a lot older than me who have been out. A lot. So much.
They've already bossed up and learned the game. You just
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not good.
I have some teachers who, like, I know have gone over their limits. And it's like, it's just because you're buddy-buddy with the administration. And I respect that.
Why not?
it's part of the game. Don't hate the game, hate the play.
Don't hate the game, hate the play.
Wait,
That's right. Don't be mad. Don't be mad at the game when that's the game.
True. Gotcha. How are you doing, Colton?
Yeah, man, I'm doing.
Just doing.
I'm not a
work's
big- I'm not a-
busy. Not very
not-
busy. Work's busy.
Yeah, not a super big Mother's Day fan.
Oh,
Obviously for most reasons, but
I don't. There's certain things I don't like to bring up with Colton, and that's
Gunner, Montana, one thing you need to know, whenever my mom comes up in any type of conversation, Gunner gets this look on his face like, oh crap. I don't know what to say.
Don't say it. Whatever you're gonna say, stop.
well, I don't know the story, but I do know that your wife is a wonderful mother.
That is
That's
true.
Yeah.
That is what Mother's Day has become for me now.
Yeah.
So yeah. we got some stuff planned. I think her family's coming over to the house tomorrow. So
Sweet.
that should be fun. Today we went to Sheds.
Aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Sheds Aquarium. Went and did that. That was a lot of fun. That's the first time I've been there in like forever, and just a really, really neat, fun time.
Y'all
really-
drive, or did you hop a train?
Oh, we drove.
We drove.
We drove. Yeah, not a fan of doing the train when I go to Chicago. I've done it a couple times. I don't like being in Chicago to begin with.
Understandable. The
And
Bears fan
the-
doesn't like being in Chicago.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to do is be waiting on a train in a town I don't want to be in.
I understand.
So
Yeah, I respect it.
I mean, I've done the train thing, and the train thing is nice. I can see the conveniency of, you just sit there and it's done pretty much. You just ride it out to wherever you got to go. But
the train is great unless you're taking the last train home. If you're getting on the last train home, it is full of every
Drunk.
single kind of person that you don't want to be on the train with. And
exactly.
It's late, and if you get on the wrong train, you go to the wrong place, and then you have to get on another train, get off in a bad area, and get on the other train to go the way you're going.
Don't say bad area, say just a suspect area.
A sus area.
Suspect.
It's sus, yeah. It's very, very
Oh,
sus.
oh.
Sus isn't a thing anymore.
It's a cringy kid thing now. It's not a cool kid thing anymore.
This
It's
is
a
coming
cringe
from
kid.
a middle school teacher. So,
Yeah.
I mean, all the
Oh,
trends.
she knows.
I know. Yeah. What do we at the beginning of the year it was, are you serious right now?
Right now.
All the time. And it annoyed the living bejeebus out of me. What do we got now? Peter, the horse is here. All the time. All the time.
Are kids still doing the gritty?
No, that was a first semester thing.
That was
Oh,
football
duh,
season.
Gunner.
Football season,
Jeez.
yeah.
Come on, Gunner, get with the
I don't know.
times.
I'm not middle school. I don't know the trends anymore.
I'm
Were
trying
you
to think
ever
of
cool?
No, I wasn't. I'm just as cool now as I was then. So now you know.
I can't really think of anything else that they're doing right now. They're all so ready for the end of the school year that they've stopped caring
Yeah. maybe.
at all. Which, like, I totally get. We did 2 weeks of testing a couple of weeks ago, and after that, it was just like, all right, we're done with school now. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, you still have final projects and tests and things, and like, this is when you got to buck up and get it done,
Yeah.
not just completely drop out of it.
No.
I feel like he who should not be named, and
yeah.
Montana here would actually could have some really good stories to bounce off
Yes.
each other.
Yes.
Because I feel like there would be some fun stories told.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it.
Yeah,
She
we have
doesn't-
Lord
she doesn't know who we're
Voldemort on
talking
our
about.
podcast.
I have no idea
Yeah.
who you're talking
That's
about.
okay.
Yes,
We're good friends with Lord with the big LV.
With
so-
Voldy. With Voldy. Yes.
With the Dark Lord himself.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
He works with children also.
Mm.
And that is
for a long time now.
yeah.
Mm.
Man, that's probably close to. He's got to be close to 10.
Oh,
Man,
sure.
he is
I'm sure.
old.
He is old.
Dang.
Just as old as you are, isn't he?
He's a year older than me, so suck
I was gonna
it
say, just as old. You can't be
He can
saying people
suck
are
it.
old. Yeah.
for all
yeah.
I care.
Suck it. Suck it.
Do we want to mention the elephant in the room right now?
Go for it.
If you're listening on Spotify, just hop on over to YouTube for a half a second just to see what I'm wearing.
Oh. Oh, I think it's only weird if you make it obvious.
Oh, no,
I
that's
think it's
weird.
pretty obvious right off the bat.
Yeah, if you're watching YouTube, Montana is definitely a slut for crab and goose.
I am a slut for crab rangoon.
I don't even know what that would look like.
I don't think
Gunner,
you
what
want to
would
know.
that look like?
Well, Gunner,
Oh,
show
gosh.
it.
Gunner, could you?
Can you give us a
Gunner,
demonstration?
Could you use your hands?
Okay, so you know how crab rangoons become in the little like bag, right?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
like that
uh-huh.
Mhm.
wax paper bag.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It's
oh, yeah, I know.
it's a Let me just do that again. Just like that. You just scarf them down.
Doesn't say I'm a pig for crab rangoon.
Yeah,
God.
no, I mean, it's the same thing. No, Montana and my dad are both crab rangoons fanatics.
No, crab rangoon slut.
Yeah, exactly. And
God.
Sarah from Montana's bridal shower made crab rangoon dip, and I'll tell you what, that is some good stuff.
Gunnar fried up the wonton wrapper.
I made him into chips.
Oh, it's so good.
The guy from 110 actually asked who made the chips, tried them, and said, "Do you want a job?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, I'm good."
No.
He said,
No, but thanks.
Yeah,
it's a good compliment.
Yeah,
that is a good compliment.
That's a good question, actually, Montana. It's been what? I think we talked about this at dinner night. It's been 7 months.
Yeah, 7 months on the 22nd
of marriage.
Of marriage to my husband.
How's that going?
It's good. Sydney and Lucas were asking us, like, how's it going? Like, the 2 biggest fights you're gonna have.
Go for it. Two biggest fights.
I move when I talk. Okay.
You just start moving and I just can't help but like mimic it.
Okay, the 2 biggest fights. Yes, explain Sydney's.
Sydney's theory is the 2 biggest fights that you have your first year of marriage are about finances and sex. And me and Trevor were in the car after, and we looked at each other and we're like, we?
Sex.
Immediately while we were driving. And we were like, we haven't fought at all. And I think it's just because we're both such great communicators, not just with each other, but with other people. Me and my college roommate, Mary, we've been so close when we were roommates. We're so close now because whenever we got in a fight, we just talked about it, because there's no point in letting it simmer and build up, because it's just going to get worse. So when me and Trevor have a moment or something we disagree about, we just talk about it. Simple as that. Hey, you didn't do the dishes. Oh, hey, I'll go and do that right now.
Isn't that bad when you think like a fight is you didn't do the dishes?
Right.
They're young.
I'll be completely honest with you, Sarah, and I don't ever fight.
I was gonna say, I think it's just a communication thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you can admit you're wrong.
Oh, I never admit I'm wrong.
Well, I know you don't, because that's the person you are. But like, we're talking about in the car, and it's like, if either one of us is wrong, we'll admit it. Like, that's the thing. Do your research.
I'll say this. Throw the monkey wrenches.
Please.
King Kong from the top, throwing the barrels down.
Donkey Kong.
No, what did I say? King Kong.
Same thing. You're good. King Kong was on top of the building. He was throwing planes down.
Yeah, that's true.
Same diff. It's fine.
It's a Christmas movie.
Gunnar, you're getting ready to experience this. Montana, I don't know if you guys are ever planning on doing them, but
eventually.
Kids.
What are those?
That changes.
Let me swallow my water, dear God.
Okay, let's kids tend to change a lot of things. And expectations change, obviously, at that point in time. I mean, you're going from married couple who just take care of each other to parents who take care of a child, and that's probably one of our, I don't want to say biggest fights, but I mean, I feel like a lot of that passive aggressiveness would be one of us feels like we're doing too much and the other one's not doing enough.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's good that you talk a lot, because that's something that you're always going to have to do, especially when you throw the kids in the mix, because it only gets harder. I don't want to say it gets worse, but it just gets harder.
It's a death trap. No.
Kids are a trap. Don't do it.
Kids, don't do it.
I mean, we just got a new puppy a couple of weeks ago.
It's like having a kid.
It's truly, not that I would know, but I feel like it's a little comparable, especially because the puppy's so young and chaotic, but
except for tax time.
I will tell all our listeners out there. She didn't name it after me. Cam, thank you for naming your dog after me. But
What up, Cam?
this dog is adorable.
She's so cute.
She
Her
is.
name is Demi.
Demogorgon.
Her full name is Demogorgon. Demogorgon Golden. And she's a golden retriever.
Yeah. But yeah, good dog. She's definitely hyper.
She's precious. I'm gonna tell you, when we get back home tomorrow, she's gonna be dead to the world.
Why do you say that?
Because that's what happened last weekend when we were out at the campground.
And you didn't take Watson?
Well, are you trying to tell me I have a favorite child right now?
I think you have a favorite child right now.
No.
I'm gonna leave my problem child at its aunt and uncle's. And
Okay. He may be my problem child, but I don't have a favorite child. I love both of them very much. He just doesn't love other dogs as much as Demi loves other dogs.
Gotcha.
But he is very comfortable over at Spencer and Lacey's with their 3 dogs.
Yeah.
Because he lived with them for a long time.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So why will you be dead to the world? Why will you be dead to the world? Because of Watson or because of Demi?
Why would I be dead to the world?
That's what you said.
No, the dog. The dog would be dead to the world is what I thought she said.
Yeah, Demi will be dead to the world.
Yeah.
Why?
Because she's
She'll be-
freaking excited.
She'll be tired.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was,
Come
Do
on,
you not know the
Gunner.
phrase?
Get with
I would-
the
like dead to the world. Like
program.
people are tired of you. People don't want you anymore.
No.
She's gonna
Hello,
be
darkness,
just.
my
She's
old
my old
Are
friend.
we gonna start the musical episode?
Yeah, we're gonna start the musical episode.
Actually, before we get into, I mean, we're just gonna chit chat tonight. That's kind of what this whole episode's gonna be. See how everything's going, and but we do have an email.
Ooh.
We do, and that is from somebody I just mentioned. That is ISOCam, and yeah, Colton, what did ISOCam send us?
Cam, what's good, brother? The title of his email is Sex Panther.
Ooh.
Starts out like this. Finally, Gunner and I agree on something. I really dislike Anchorman, always have, but I also dislike Will Ferrell. That is Gunner to a T. If I had to choose a favorite scene, it would definitely be the Sex Panther cologne scene. Smells awful. Memorable quote. Brian is also my fave character, so this movie ranks lower than the Goonies for me. Wow, Cam, them are fighting words, boss. Fighting words. Then he goes, Wedding Crashers. Didn't get around to watching it, but didn't get around to watching it as I am a busy fella. But I love this movie. Owen and Vince are both amazing actors. My favorite scene is definitely the hunting scene. Do I even know what the F a quill is? Love it.
Yeah, good stuff.
And John is my favorite character. Very rewatchable. P.S. If you all ever want an extra for an episode, I am down to expend my movie knowledge encyclopedia to have my voice broadcast to the 7 seas. Dude, man, that sounds like ISO's getting close to an episode here.
I did hear from the Emperor something that I didn't know about ISOCam.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
He is a TUSAP listener from the beginning, and then picked up the Call Guys from TUSAP. So I do want to thank you, Cam, for listening to TUSAP for one. I don't know if you still do listen, but for coming over and listening to the Call Guys and you
What
know
up?
being a weekly listener. I think that's awesome, and being a consistent emailer too.
Yeah,
I mean,
Cam. Cam, appreciate the email. And anybody else wants to hit us up at thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. Just let us know what you're thinking, what you're watching, what you're doing. Just yeah, I love the interaction. So ISO Cam, man, I think it's about time we get you on for an episode, man.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what it is, but we'll figure out something.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start emailing you every time I poop, and just say, "Hey, Call Guys, I'm pooping." That's it. You'll have to read it every time.
Do
Oh
it.
yeah.
We got 24 emails from Montana this week. Hey, Call Guys, I'm
He
pooping.
goes a lot.
I do.
He goes a lot.
I'm pretty sure I have IBS, but it's never been diagnosed. So here we are.
I'm gonna pull this up here real quick and get a Will Actors going for Montana.
A wheel of actors.
Oh yeah, we
Yep.
do need to do that.
Oh God.
Yeah, so what we'd like to do for, I don't want to say first time guests, but for newer guests that we've had, we have a wheel of actors and actresses. and just tell us your favorite movie that that actor or actress has done.
You act
And
like
if
I'm
you
gonna
don't
be.
know them, we'll kind of, oh, have you seen, blah 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 blah.
And I'll say no.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, yeah. See, I've seen a lot of movies, but probably not as many popular movies, if that makes sense.
A lot of B-rated films.
Yeah, super.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. Definitely not. I gotta remember where this is at here. So Montana, what you been watching? You been watching anything fun?
Ooh, yeah.
So me and Trevor
question.
I'm rewatching and he is watching for the first time How I Met Your Mother.
Boo.
I will kick your ass. I do have a question for you though. Have you seen it, Colton? Have you watched it?
Good luck. I've tried to watch it. I just can't get into it.
Do we think Ted Mosby is a good person?
Ted?
He's the
I
main
don't think-
character.
I mean, I know who he is. I think he's a loser. That's my problem. I think that's why I don't like the characters. I was like, oh, everybody's mopey. Oh, everybody's I don't know. I feel like Neil Patrick Harris carries that show, and that's probably why I don't like it that much. And I'm not saying I'm not a Neil Patrick Harris guy because I love him in Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite sitcom, Colton?
See, here's the problem.
Oh no.
If we're doing sitcoms, it's definitely Seinfeld.
Oh,
yeah, Seinfeld.
You're that person. Got it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
I'm an older person, yes.
The show about nothing.
The show about
Yes.
absolutely nothing.
Don't get me started. That's exactly what I want this podcast to be. About
the podcast
nothing.
about nothing.
Isn't the main guy's name Jerry?
Yeah, it's Jerry Seinfeld.
It's Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. But
You're good.
I was reading a book the other day that mentioned Seinfeld and,
really?
and Jerry specifically because it mentioned his view on relationships being the fact that you're always looking for the thing that you hate about them.
Oh, I could see that because you're right. Every little quirk or every
Yeah.
little negative thing, it ruins it for him. It ruins the relationship.
And I think
Yeah.
that's one reason that I couldn't watch
Red
it
flags.
because that's such a weirdly negative outlook. And I assume that at some point he finds his person or whatever, or maybe not. I don't know. I've never watched it, but
Oh,
that feels like such a negative outlook.
I mean, if you're looking for it as a a love interest show or a relationship type show, yeah, I don't think that's the show for you. I think it's more of a comedy show, and I feel like they didn't need a laugh track for their jokes. I felt like the delivery of their characters. I mean, Julia Dreyfus was phenomenal. Jason Alexander, like those two. I mean, Kramer. I mean, just those four, always having the screen always made a scene or the environment just hilarious, no matter what they were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one of my favorite like back and forths is when Elaine has a friend and Elaine wants to set her friend up with George, but George wants to know all these superficial things about her, and she wants to know all these superficial things about her. So they time up the episode that, like, Jerry's talking to George, but then it sounds like Elaine's friend is answering, and they just kind of go back and forth that way for the episode. And it's like, to me, and they're just talking, and it was just funny.
Okay, but now that you say that, I doubt you watched more than the first season of How I Met Your Mother.
I watch bits and pieces. I haven't even watched a full season. I
was going to say.
I might have watched 15 to 20 episodes total, sporadically.
Once How I Met Your Mother starts getting deep, I guess,
Yeah.
is when that show starts to get
Getting
really
good. Yeah.
All of the episodes have little things in them that add up to the end. Certain episodes are huge plot points,
Mm-hmm.
and they have little Easter eggs throughout each episode to like get you through that episode to make the big things happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty amazing what they did with that show.
I don't want to say I'm offended, but I'm sad because
That's
I
okay. You
love
can
it
be
so
offended.
much.
It's okay. Hey, you started this podcast out that it's okay to have that differing opinion.
Hey, you're
I
right.
just like to follow it up with it's okay to have the wrong opinion.
Also, Colton, you're not my husband, so I'm allowed to not have a conversation with you and just be mean. It's fine.
No meanness on the call, guys.
No, Colton's had beef with me for 7 months now.
Well, yeah, you didn't invite him to the wedding. Colton, you've been watching anything?
I don't know. God, this is a little ninja segues that Gutter does to avoid confrontation.
I'm good at them. And it goes, wait, I'm not doing.
I'm not done.
I watched Call Me by Your Name the other day. Either of you ever heard of that one?
Nope.
Timothy Chalamet and Armie Hammer, the confirmed cannibal.
Arm and Hammer, yeah.
Arm and Hammer. They are gay lovers.
Oh, yeah, you said, yeah, I remember you saying.
What is it a streaming service? Is it a TV like what's it on?
It's a movie on Netflix.
It's a movie. Okay.
Yeah, it is an indie film based on a book. I thought it was beautifully shot. It's based in Italy, so it has all these wonderful like nature shots, and they're climbing mountains up to waterfalls, and it's gorgeous. But it's also like, I think I've discovered that I don't enjoy coming of age movies, like really slow coming of age movies, because everybody, I don't know if either of you seen Lady Bird, but people who kind of like those indie coming of age movies really enjoyed Lady Bird, and I also just did not like it. And I don't know if it's just the whole coming of age thing that I don't like, but yeah, I've just discovered it's like, that's not my type of film, and I'm okay with that. Anyway,
But you like this one? Did you like this movie?
Like I said, it was really beautiful, but it also felt kind of pointless. Yeah. And movies that have no point just kind of don't land for me. You know?
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see why you hate Seinfeld.
No point.
You wake up, you go to the store, that's a show.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
That's a show.
That's the show.
You wake up. You go to the store.
Jerry didn't do that pitch. Jerry didn't do that pitch. That's
know,
the thing. Because George Costanza did.
Should I?
Well, you gotta say it in his voice just because it's fun.
Should I be Jennifer Coolidge for the rest of the podcast?
No, God, no, please do not.
Oh my God, why not?
Hot dog.
Oh, that makes me want a hot dog so bad. Oh.
No, thank you.
No, we're good. Okay.
No, what we will do is, I do want to say what I've been watching. Obviously,
Gunnar, what have you been watching?
Been watching The Rookie, and really enjoying it. Nathan Fillion as a cop is just amazing. Watching him in Castle for all these years, I absolutely love it. And then went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy tonight. Just got back from dinner with Sid and Luke and Montana and Trevor. And speaking of Nathan Fillion, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was so fun to see him in that. And man, it was a great movie. I'm prepared for Colton to go see it so we can talk about it next week.
Is it true that Pete Davidson was in it?
Unless he voiced somebody, which he might have.
The alien dude?
He might have voiced somebody.
Yeah.
Who knows? It was. Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, get into it later.
Yes. But no, Montana, we do have this thing we've been doing with all of our guests that come on for year 2. This is year 2. This, I think we mentioned earlier, is kind of Montana's episode 52 interview, because she was not on for episode 52, which I don't know why we didn't have you on for 52.
I know why.
No. Wow.
Like Seinfeld, that's why. No. So for year 2, we're gonna start doing this thing called the Wheel of Actors.
Okay.
With every guest that's on. So we pull up a little wheel and we put 30 actors in here. And
Are they
then
all actors that I know?
You should know most of them. If you
Okay.
don't, we'll skip it.
All right.
But so what we do is we spin. We'll get the name. Just name your favorite movie by that actor or that the actor is in, and then we'll go from there. So it might take
I was gonna say
how this one spins, but I'll get it pulled up here.
gonna
Your
pull-
first one is Jim Gaffigan. As she goes.
Oh gosh, already to the IMDb.
Yeah, I know. Already the IMDb because this is probably one Colton put in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna pull up, look at the face, and
Yeah. Oh, that guy looks familiar.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then you name a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
She is scrolling.
I am.
She's on IMDb right now. If you're watching on YouTube.
13 going on 30.
Yep, I'll go figure.
Why is he on this? Why is he on this list? Because he was in that movie.
Really?
I think we made it. I think we made it around that time.
Yeah,
exactly.
probably.
Number 2, we have Catherine Hahn.
Back to the IMDb.
Yeah,
2 for
yeah.
2.
Two for two.
We do 5 spins.
Oh, the bad bitch. I love her so much. I just didn't know her name. Oh. I immediately just want to say Parks and Rec, but
On YouTube, I should put like the actors' faces up in the
You
corner
really
when it
should.
pops
that would
up.
be dope. I often confuse her with the one actress that was in Whip It.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
She played the rival. I don't know if I've actually seen any of. Well, I've seen The Visit, but she wasn't really in that movie.
So you're going Parks and Rec.
I gotta go Parks and Rec.
That's okay. You can name a show.
No,
Wait,
yeah,
do you like Parks and Rec?
I love Parks and Rec.
Oh, me too.
Okay, look,
Well, let's see. There's a show.
we agree on
Yeah,
something. Wow,
Let's hope we get one here that you
that I actually know.
Yeah,
That
That
would
we
be
don't have to
fantastic.
IMDb.
Let's go Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, big.
Oh, thank God.
That's my brother right there.
I'm
Oh,
pointing at
Montana,
everybody.
if you only knew the bit.
I was pointing at it on the wall behind
No,
you.
no. You were giving me an arm hug.
Yeah, arm hug.
Arm
A
hug.
D shake is what they call it.
Nah,
Oh.
no.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Oh my God.
No, I know who Paul Rudd is. I'm trying to think of one of his movies that I like.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. No, there's one with him and Jason Segel that's really dumb, but it's
Oh,
really
God.
good.
The Holy
Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Trinity.
Huh?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He
Mm,
was the surf shop guy. in
No.
no.
No, the Holy Canadian Trinity. Come on, Gunner. They love Rush.
I love
Are you
Rush.
talking
I love you, man.
oh God. You're not talking your cornetto.
No,
That's British.
No.
Why can't I think of it?
I thought the movie was called I Love You, Man.
I think it is called I Love You,
Yeah,
Man.
you're right.
But it's not my favorite because I forgot he's in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the teacher.
Probably looks the same he does now.
All right.
Oh my God, he ages like fine wine.
Yeah. Last one.
Oh, last one already?
Yep. RDJ. Robert the Downey.
Junior.
So a tough one.
Mm.
That's a tough one because he's been big in a couple things.
Yeah,
What was this?
but I don't know how many of his I've really
It was just a
seen.
Z, not Zoltan.
Oh. He's been in a lot of stuff. I
He
mean,
was in Coco?
probably, voice.
Well,
obviously.
yeah.
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 2.
Yeah, I love Iron Man 2.
Honestly, the first Iron Man, probably. Just because
That's
it's so nostalgic.
Have you ever seen Chaplin? You should watch
I didn't realize it had come out.
Oh, it's been out for years.
Has it?
Yeah.
I do need to watch that. I also need to watch The Judge.
The Judge is great.
Is it?
Judge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've wanted to watch that for
Although
a
he
long time.
who shall not be named talked a bunch of crap about the Judge in episode 30.
Y'all are gonna have to tell me who he who shall not be named is after
Okay. I mean,
the podcast.
he was on Beer 30. He dressed up. Yeah.
Listen to Beer 30.
You don't listen to the Call Guys anyways. It's all good.
I do sometimes. Every once in a while.
Thanks.
I've been busy listening to the Hunger Games audiobooks. Leave me alone.
Ooh, how are those?
Oh my god, they're so good. They're free on Spotify.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I just recently I've read, I think I counted up 19 books this year.
Dang.
I'm really proud of myself for that because I have moments where I stop reading and I don't get back into it for like a year. But when I read one certain book, it gets me back into it. So that book for me this time around was Verity by Colleen Hoover. It's like haunted house-esque type book. She's a really easy to read author. She's great. But then I had the new Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, on my bookshelf forever. But then I rewatched the Hunger Games movies and I'm like, I gotta redo all the books before I read this.
That's a good point.
And
The trailer looks awesome.
oh my god, I'm so excited. Me and Jess were talking about going to like the midnight showing because we're both so excited for it. The book was phenomenal. And with the Hunger Games movies, the movies always stick so close to the books. It's chef's kiss of movie making and like collaborating with the author. So good.
Nice. Yeah, I told you we've been doing Lord of the Rings, right? I'm sure Colton's finished Return of the King by now. No?
Yes, I am.
Yes, okay.
I am done.
I'm still in the middle of Two Towers. I got hooked on some bands because we went and saw Blink, so now I've been listening to Beauty School Dropouts like every day since the concert, and yeah, so I've been kind of behind on listening to the book, but I got to get it finished so we can do a couple episodes on.
I was gonna say, Montana, I don't know if you know this, but I finally got your brother to read some books, and I feel
Listen.
like the only type of books we're gonna get him on is if it comes with a movie.
Yeah.
Ready Player One's gonna be our next one.
That's nice. It's a trilogy. You gonna read all of them or just the first one?
What, Ready Player One?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, I didn't know it was a trilogy.
Oh yeah,
It's a trilogy.
I knew there was a second one. I didn't know there was a third one.
Oh, maybe there are only two.
Yeah, I'll listen to them all. I'll listen.
You're
to them. I'm
listening.
not gonna
I mean,
read.
we're doing
I
audio
don't have
books.
the attention span to
I mean,
sit
we
down
have
and
some
read.
elitists out there who listen to the pod who make fun of us for doing audiobooks. They don't call us real readers.
I mean, you're consuming the media.
Joe
I mean,
You're getting used to it.
fine.
You'll get it going.
I mean, I do agree that you're not quite getting the same brain
Oh,
activity.
no,
Oh.
listen to Andy Serkis read Lord of the Rings. You're getting the right brain activity.
Yes.
It is like
Is he
you
the
are
dude?
you are just he's Gollum.
Yeah,
He's
okay,
Gollum.
yeah.
So
Ulysses
here's my
Falk.
issue. I think, and this is, I don't know if this is going to be a good or a bad thing because I'm worried because I have got Andy Serkis to read me like 83 hours of Lord of the Rings and I have loved every second of it and he sounded so good and I'm worried the next audiobook I get isn't going to be Andy Serkis and it's not going to be the quality of Andy Serkis.
Yeah, to be like super honest with you, I had that worry too with the Hunger Games audiobooks because the first book has a different like special reader, narrator. There we go. Okay, and then it switches for the second and third book. And I hated it for half a second. And then I got so used to it that it doesn't even like hit your ears. You just consume it.
Yeah, but the fact that Andy Serkis is so into it and he's doing all the voices and he does the voices so perfect and everything, it just flows so well. I feel like a lot of narrators that do books don't get into it as much. Like they don't actually like.
But they're
immerse
not Andy
themselves
Serkis though.
Well, I know that's true.
That's one of my random pipe dreams is to be the narrator for an audiobook.
My precious.
God bless it. Master Precious.
Okay, I'll stop doing that.
Nasty taters.
Yeah. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Oh,
What about
gosh.
third breakfast?
So, there are a couple of new things that have been announced that I wanted to ask you guys about. Number one,
Wow.
wow, she came prepared.
Oh, great.
Wow.
Let's hear it.
Harry Potter
Wow.
series,
Wow.
HBO Max. Everybody's a God.
I don't get why they gotta take something and try to. Why
Mhm.
do we need to expand to in the wizarding world?
I think it's going to be interesting solely because there are so many things in the books that the movies could not get to in their time span.
Okay, well, yeah, that's.
But
I mean,
I agree that it is way too early. You know?
Where are they going with this, though? That's the real question.
yeah, I don't. Are they? Is this going to be? Is it right after Harry Potter? Is this Harry Potter's kids? Are these?
It's a prequel.
No, it is a remake of the movies.
No.
Yeah,
It's
No.
stupid. Don't do it. That's all I gotta say.
it is a pure and true remake.
You're lying.
It's
I am
stupid.
not
Great
lying to
do it.
you. That
Face
is what I've
liar.
heard.
It's stupid. Don't do it.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta
Okay,
say.
that brings me
Wow.
to the second series that is being remade. I don't know
Wow.
if it's into a TV show or movies or if it's just talk right now, but it was announced. They are in talks of remaking the Twilight series. Because the Hunger Games came back with a sequel. We're trying to bring back 2008 right now.
Yeah,
They don't need to remake the series.
I've got so here's a little insight to me. One of the reasons why I think Disney is struggling to an extent is the them being able to come up with something original and to make something new like they did in between the 90s to the late 2000s. Because now it seems that their goal was a couple years ago was to just live action those movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it when a character, I mean, we could take the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man series. That happened and that went down, and then that took a break for I don't know how long. I mean, Andrew Garfield
came out. Yeah.
And then Andrew Garfield, he got screwed by the network there on his third one. And then there was a break, and then we go from there. I'm okay with that. Why do we have to take something that is as original as Harry Potter's is, and then
it's just Star Wars
make
with
something
wands.
Say what?
Just Star Wars with wands.
I mean, it kind of is. I feel like that's what they're gonna try to make it into. They're gonna try to make it into a universe somehow, like what Disney has done with Star Wars. And as we know, we've talked about it till we're blue in the face, is that it's quantity over quality. And it's a shame. Come up with something original. Come up with something new. There's tons of other stuff that you could try to do to make the next big thing happen. I'm tired of the going back to the well because it did so well. No puns intended. But
I think that was just repetition. I don't think that was a pun.
Yeah, no, I don't see a single point in doing anything with Harry Potter and Twilight. Why even remake it? Like it's good with what it is.
I feel like Twilight is a cult classic.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's not fantastic.
No,
it's a
yeah.
cult classic because of the books. And I just don't think you should touch it. It's
5 of the 19 books that I went and read this year. I reread the whole Twilight series, and then I read Midnight Sun.
Okay, so quick question here.
Yep.
Yes.
I
am on team Team Gunner or Team Golden Voodoo here. Every time I get on there, I always feel like I see a couple Twilight movies that are just gotten over with. Is that you?
That's me. That's
I
always me.
knew it.
Oh,
I
you're on
knew
the
it.
voodoo.
Oh yeah.
Well, Montana doesn't do the thing where when you finish a movie, you fast forward to the credits. That way, it comes off your keep watching list.
No.
You got to get rid of those.
No, I like you to see what I'm watching. I
I've always had a hunch. I've always known. I felt like I've always known.
whenever I get sad, I go and watch the Twilight movies or the Hunger Games movies. Sometimes Harry Potter.
Why is that? Why is that?
It brings back 2008 nostalgia, and it makes me feel whole again. It makes me remember the Twilight convention that we went to, and Gunnar was fangirling over a girl that was in a movie for 10 minutes.
But she wasn't even at.
But she wasn't
didn't show
even
up to the
there.
convention. I didn't get my picture signed.
It reminds me of the midnight
Joel
DVD.
Furland, are you listening? Oh, that's right.
Are you listening?
Joel Furland.
Hey,
I'm talking to you.
Hey, I'm trying to monologue.
I'm gonna put the picture up. I have it somewhere.
I'm gonna fart in your microphone.
This is
I'm
great.
gonna go get the picture.
This is great brother sister content. I love this. He's actually
He's
Gunnar has
actually
got
leaving.
up. He is the headset
Oh my
is off
God.
and he is looking for this poster or this picture. He did not get signed from a 2008 Twilight Comic-Con.
It basically was Twilight Comic-Con, but it was in a very, very small building with like 5 vendors. Hillywood was there. You remember Hillywood at all?
What character? What was her character?
They did parody musicals of movies, and Twilight was one of their big ones. Oh God, he's returned. He's
Oh.
opening totes. He is throwing stuff all around the room. Gunnar, stop! No, you're gonna
Don't do it.
You're gonna break the closet. Gunnar, no.
This is great. This is great podcast right
This
here.
is such wonderful. Let me continue with my monologue though,
Yes,
while
please
he's
do.
gone. You know, it reminds me of the days when I was an innocent youth at a Walmart at 11:59 at night, waiting,
For that
just
midnight release.
holding on to hope that I will get a DVD, maybe even a Blu-ray copy of Twilight New Moon.
I remember I did. I was one of like 7 people who got Deathly Hallows Part 1
Yeah.
midnight at Walmart.
Yeah.
They had cake, they had everything.
Dude, it's like a different dimension when you go to one of those things. I doubt they do it anymore, but like
There's no way they do it anymore.
it was a different world. You were in Walmart, you were sitting on the tile floor eating a random piece of cake from the bakery. Like,
Yep. Oh
it's
yeah.
a different universe.
I mean,
didn't-
I
I
remember.
didn't find the picture.
I think Gunnar. I don't know if you did, but this is kind of the era. Like you probably have done it, but a midnight game release at
Oh, yeah.
GameStop.
Yeah, Destiny
I
1,
mean-
Destiny 2, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, did a bunch
I
of
mean,
them.
I remember making plans, and like I remember there would be times where I'd be like, "Hey, mom, I'm leaving tonight at like 11:40. I gotta run to Warsaw. I'll be back. Just like don't freak out if you hear the door. Don't tell dad to shoot me. Like, don't have dad get up. Just know
Yep.
it's me."
Yep.
But
We
yeah, I
used to
remember
go-
those.
Yeah, we used to go hours in advance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we would just hang out at Walmart, sitting
do-
in a
Oh,
line.
I didn't do
I
that.
Hours.
remember. I do remember. I don't remember which release it was. It was one of the Twilights, or we went to Walmart.
Breaking Dawn.
Was it Breaking Dawn?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I remember sitting at Walmart waiting to get the movie.
They had so much merch too.
Yeah.
Walmart really popped off with these things. I don't know.
Good times.
Brings me back. Honestly, rereading the books gave me so much nostalgia that I didn't think it would, because I didn't remember reading the books because I was so young. But
Mm.
reading them just takes you back into that world, and it's like, wow, this is fantastic. So, yeah.
Man, this has really not turned into a short episode.
I know. I was
No.
just thinking. I was thinking. This has been a lot of fun. But,
We're having a good time.
what do
Yeah,
you
we
think?
are. I agree.
What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to tell the Call Guys listeners? Anything you want to say to all of them? tell them that you're not an avid listener, but they should still come and listen. Huh?
I mean, these guys are cool, I guess. So,
I guess.
yeah.
Um,
They have opinions that you can agree or disagree with, and that's that. I guess that's the whole podcast.
I mean, you should listen to most of year 2 so far. It's been fun.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun.
All
We did a 5-part rewatchable series where we talked about 5 different movies
Mhm.
and why they are or are not rewatchable.
Okay, let's ask your sister the 5 movies and see what she says.
Okay, all right. So the first one was The Goonies.
Never seen it, never will see it.
Oh, why are we never watching it?
It made me really uncomfy when we were young. I know you're staring right at it, and I'm sorry. But whenever you would have it on when we were kids, I would just get uncomfortable.
I just don't like
Bite your
it.
hand.
Yeah, Colin doesn't like it either. It's okay.
I'm not a
Okay.
fan.
And we got a lot of differing opinions on it, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's why we do this. Second one was The Mighty Ducks 2.
Never seen.
Bull.
Oh,
It's, you
come
know,
on.
It's probably been on while I've been around, but it was
Team
never
USA
something.
hockey.
It's never been something I paid attention
Ducks
to.
Fly Together. Where did my name come from, Montana?
I know it came from the Mighty Ducks, Gunner. I'm not dumb. I just don't.
Where'd your name come from, Montana Joe? Joe Montana.
I mean, Joe Montana. I mean, yeah.
Third one, 13 going on 30.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think I've watched it this year already. It's just a feel-good
too.
movie.
Me too. It's a feel good movie.
It's a feel-good
Ooh,
movie.
feel good movie. We got into that debate
We did.
Oh yeah.
with
Arian.
Arian. Yeah.
What's the debate?
No, I mean there wasn't a whole lot.
Just
going on.
if a movie makes you feel good, is that why you rewatch it? Are you rewatching it because it makes you feel good or because it's a good movie?
I think there are a lot of different factors to rewatching a movie.
Colors my tongue.
Razzle red. But no, I think there are a bunch of different factors. If it makes you feel good, yeah, you're probably going to rewatch it. If it made you feel a certain sort of nostalgia, you're going to rewatch it. I rewatch Adam Sandler's Click if I need to cry.
That's the movie you go to?
Yes.
Where he's about to die. It's
Dead ass. Yes.
yeah, pretty intense. Then we had Wedding Crashers.
Never seen it.
Oh, shame.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not surprised.
We're into different kinds of movies. So
True.
you recently watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. I adore that movie. I think it is one of the only movies I've watched recently that has kept me completely enthralled the entire time. Like the movie ended and I had to remember where I was.
The Everything Bagel.
The Everything Bagel.
did it for you.
But I'm super into horror movies, and you are not. I could name off 20 right now that you've never seen, probably never even heard of, you know?
Guaranteed.
So when you talk about something like Wedding Crashers, even though it's a classic, it may not be a classic to me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Last one.
Mm-hmm.
Anchorman.
Never seen it.
Okay. Oh, let's stop there. Are you or are you not a Will Ferrell fan?
Where's my rent?
Where's my rent money?
You ever seen that video, Colton?
If you haven't, you need to watch it.
Nah, the Will Ferrell fans never seen Rent.
Never seen the rent video.
The Rent money video.
I'd say yes.
Wait, have you ever seen his cameos in Eastbound and Down?
Yeah.
I gotta look at all of his movies.
Look up all his movies. I'm gonna send Colton this Rent money video.
While he's watching it, you need to project it on the YouTube screen.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Oh my
It's
god.
just type in Will Ferrell, where's my rent? Because that's what it'll come up as. It's a video he filmed with his daughter when she was really, really young, and it's hilarious. So good. So good. But yeah, that was our 5-part rewatchable series. We just kind of, we had some really good conversation with a lot of people on
Oh, it's a
those
Funny
movies.
or Die skit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's really good.
Stranger Than Fiction, I really liked. You ever seen that one?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But that's more of a serious movie rather than a comedy. I feel like I don't watch that many comedies. And maybe that's one. Elf, yeah. Elf is very rewatchable. One of my favorite comedies to rewatch, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
That's such a bad
I've never
movie.
watched it
It's
for
a bad movie, but it's so good.
I can watch like Dirty Grandpa or like I don't know, any of those like Zac Efron ones. What's the one with him and Seth Rogen where they're neighbors? Neighbors.
Were their neighbors? It's called Neighbors. Oh my god, I was gonna say something. I lost it. It's fine.
I don't know, but
It's fine.
Montana.
That's like number one rule of podcasts.
Montana.
You don't do that.
Montana.
Yeah.
We're gonna get out of here for the night.
We gotta go hang out with our spouses.
We gotta go
don't
hang
we?
out with the spouses. They're upstairs chilling.
Probably sleeping.
Probably
They're
sleeping on
probably
the
both.
couch.
Yeah.
Get Colton back
Dead
out
to
to
the
his
wall.
wife if she's still awake. And I gotta go prep some ribs for Mother's Day. So we're gonna get on to some of that stuff. And Colton, appreciate you after your long day in Chicago.
In
coming and
Chicago.
doing an episode. I know we had some stuff happen this week where we had to push it off till now, but
Yeah, we'll get it sorted, man.
we'll
It's all
get it
good.
sorted and it'll all be good. But Montana, thanks for coming down and hanging out with us.
Yeah, Montana.
It's always a good time. Oh my god.
Awesome.
Did Colton just thank me for something?
He did, and he called you Montana.
What? Oh my god.
We've had a really fun night.
Are we building a friendship here, Colton?
Did we just become best friends?
Did we just become best friends?
We build bunk
Let's
beds
not
and make room for activities.
let's
Don't
just
touch
be
my drum set!
let's just be happy in the moment where we're
No,
at. Let's
no.
not
Yep, don't push it.
I'm not gonna push
not
it.
push it.
Fine.
All right, Montana, you got my plugs.
Call guys on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, social media.
All
Yeah,
of our
social
all
media.
of our followers
Colton,
and
you-
listeners are from the East Coast.
Hey, yo,
You got anything you
check
wanna
out
say?
the socials.
Anything you want to say before we get off here?
Man, not that I can think of, man. Not off the top of my head. Just glad we were able to make something this week.
Yeah, I'm really hoping you enjoy Guardians this week, and I'm sure
Me
I'll
too.
talk to you before we record. So next
Oh,
week,
yeah.
expect an episode on Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3.
Everybody, go and eat a crab rangoon for me.
Yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it. All right, everybody, thank you for listening to Call Guys Podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcast. Please be sure to watch us on YouTube. We do release a video every Monday when we release on all your favorite podcast sites. You can also find us on all your favorite social media sites, whether that be Facebook, facebook.com/callguyspod, Instagram @thecallguys, and TikTok @thecallguyspodcast. Yeah, and you can send us an email if you want to send us recommendations for future episodes, question of the podcast, anything. We'd love to hear from you. Like I said, we have people that want to come on. They've sent us emails for long periods of time, and they're ready to come on and voice their opinion on some stuff. ISOCAM's one of those. Arian was on a couple weeks ago, so yeah, I'm excited to see who else we get sending emails here in the next couple weeks, trying to get on, do a couple interviews with us. When you're done listening to us, go check out all the other podcasts on the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts, whether that be the Murdnerds, Indiana Chiefs Fans, Golden Image Podcast, United States Paranormal, or A Court of Books and Booze, and soon to come, the Golden 80s Podcast.
Ooh.
So yeah, you can check all those out. All their information's in our podcast notes. And yeah, we just want to thank all you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Montana, thanks for hanging out. Colton, love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
All right, we good? You
We good.
We out.
We out.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to the Call Guys Podcast. See you next time.
Later.
Stand up and shine.